Breaking news: Nigerian lawyers sue Buhari, Central Bank, Governor Emefiele, and others over new Naira notes crisis. The suit, jointly signed by 11 lawyers and issued on Thursday, is also seeking the removal of restriction of time for the exchange of old Naira notes with new notes based on Section 20, 3 in brackets of the Central Bank of Nigerian Act 2017. Two public interest lawyers, Ayodele Ademuliyi, Esquire, and Ari Oladotun Asani, Esquire, have begun moves to file fundamental rights action against President Muhammadu Buhari's administration over the crisis rising from the cash swap policy of the Central Bank of Nigeria. The suit, jointly signed by 11 lawyers and issued on Thursday, is also seeking the removal of restriction of time for the exchange of old Naira notes with new Naira notes based on Section 20, 3 in brackets of the Central Bank of Nigerian Act 2017. Joined to the action are the Presidents of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Attorney General of the Federation, Minister of Finance, Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, the Central Bank of Nigeria, and the National Assembly as respondents. The suit marks FHC/ABJ/CS/183/2023. He is seeking enforcement of fundamental rights to life, freedom of movement, right to own movable and immovable properties, which were brutally violated by the deadline set by the respondents, jointly and severally, for 31st January 2023. But at the time of filing this report, the matter has yet to be assigned. Part of the statement reads, where the questions are resolved in favor of the applicants seek against the respondents jointly and severally the following reliefs. A declaration of this honorable court that the deadline for exchange of old Naira notes with new Naira notes on the 31st January 2023 by the sixth respondent under the leadership of the fourth respondent, occupied at the moment by the fourth respondent under the overall command of the first and the third respondent, without adequate and commensurate availability of the new Naira notes by the sixth respondent for vast majority of Nigerians, including the applicants, thereby restraining legal tender of the old Naira notes for exchange of goods and services, including food, fuel, groceries, and other basic facilities for day-to-day survival, is an infringement of the right of the applicant to life as provided under Section 33, 1 in brackets of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1993 as amended. Declaration of this Honorable Court that the deadline for exchange of old Naira notes with new Naira notes on the 31st January 2023 by the first respondent under the leadership of the fourth respondent, occupied at the moment by the fifth respondent under the overall command of the first and third respondent, without adequate and commensurate availability of the new Naira notes by the sixth respondent for vast majority of Nigerians, including the applicants, thereby restraining the legal tender of the old Naira note for exchange of goods and services, including food, fuel, groceries, and other basic facilities for day-to-day survival, thereby subjecting vast majority of Nigerians, including the applicants, to unwarranted agony and human indignity, is an infringement of the right of the applicant to human dignity under Section 34 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 99 as amended. The suit is also seeking an order of the court compelling the 6 respondents to act in compliance with Section 22 of the Central Bank of Nigeria Act 2007 as amended and Section 1(3) of the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act 2022 to allow the vast majority of Nigerians, including the applicants, to redeem old Naira notes with new Naira notes beyond 10th day of February 2023 and the 7th February 2023. An order of the Honorable Court restraining the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth respondents jointly and severely from violating the rights to life of the applicant by setting deadline for exchange of old Naira notes and restraint of legal tender of the old Naira notes for exchange of goods and services with new Naira notes on the 10th February 2023 and the 5th and the 7th February 2023. Any other such date by the 6th respondent under the leadership of the 3rd respondent occupied at the moment by the 4th respondent under the overall command of the 1st respondent. APC knows that ordinarily their performance in governance is minus 0 in all areas, that no sane human being would vote for the party again, unless induced heavily. So this policy will hurt their plans to buy over the votes, and that is why it is all APC shouting to high heavens against CBN. Nigerians, let's hold on for these 15 more days as a sacrifice to clear out the slave masters. Check out the states that want to stop this policy. They are all APC states. So you can now understand. They are fighting for themselves. This is selfish interest. That is just what they are doing. They are not fighting for us. So. Now their own, then they fight. I surprise say these people, they go bank, they go court, they sue federal government. They not sue federal government during strike. They not sue federal government for this fuel scarcity and all that. My people, I beg, make we borrow sense, put for the one when they are ahead. I'm dropping it here. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you.